Hello everyone, I'm Yan. Today I'm going to tell you about 10 places to visit when you're in Beijing. So Beijing, only eclipsed by Shanghai in terms of size, is not only the political center of China, a position it has held for more than 800 years, it also plays an important role in the nation's cultural, economic, scientific, and academic life. Located in the northwest of the North China Plain, Beijing, still sometimes referred to as Peking, is a great place from which to explore this dynamic country due to its dense network of road, rail, and airline connections with other major cities. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Beijing. So let's cut into the chase. And at 10, Beijing Ancient Observatory. The observatory, completed in 1442, the fortress-like Beijing Ancient Observatory lies in the east of the city near the station quarter and was continuously in use right up until 1929. It is widely considered one of the oldest such observatories in the world among the 10,000 square meter facilities. Many fascinating old pre-telescopic instruments are a celestial globe dating from 1673 and an 18th century armillary globe depicting the planets, at least those that were known at the time, along with a number of large bronze instruments designed by the Jesuit ministry Ferdinand Verbies. Once part of the old city walls, this tall brick tower served as a museum, offering a glimpse into the surprising amount of knowledge of the stars and planets that existed at the time. Up next at 9, Beijing Capital Museum and the National Center of the Performing Arts. Arts and cultural buffs are extremely well catered. One of the country's leading art museum. Opened in 1981, the museum boasts a vast collection of artifacts, including ancient items of porcelain and bronze, traditional calligraphy and artwork, along with many fine statues from Chinese and other Asian cultures. Another highlight of his collection of more than 200,000 important cultural artifacts, many originating from in and around Beijing, include the huge stele of Emperor Qianlong, weighing more than 40 tons, standing nearly 7 meters in height and containing ancient scripts and writings. Another modern Beijing landmark worth visiting is the National Center for the Performing Arts, also nicknamed the Giant Egg. Considered one of the best opera houses in Asia, the building opened in 2001 and has since hosted many of the world's leading operatic performances. At 8, it's the Lama Temple, also known as the Yonghe Temple. The Lama Temple is one of Beijing's most attractive and best preserved temples. The Lama Temple is one of Beijing's most attractive and best preserved temples. Completed in 1745, the building served a political purpose by giving Lamaism, the religion of then just annexed Tibet, an official seat in the capital. It was built to generous proportions and equipped with many valuable works of art. Its most important feature is the Hall of the Kings of Heaven, with a statue of Buddha surrounded by 4 kings, who are provided with symbolic objects. Also noteworthy is the statue of Wade, the protector of Buddhism, holding an iron staff. Okay, up next At 7 is the Beijing National Stadium. Recognized the world over for its role in the spectacular Summer Olympics held in Beijing in 2008, the National Stadium, also affectionately nicknamed the Bird's Nest, is well worth a visit. Built with a hefty price tag, this remarkable structure owes its unique design to the influences of traditional Chinese ceramics and has since the Olympics been used to host large cultural events and performances including opera, pop concerts, and football matches. In winter, it turned into world's largest man-made indoor ski slopes. Another nearby attraction is the National Aquatic Center. It's known as the Water Cube for its attractive nighttime display, which sees it lit up and looking like a giant ice cube. In addition to being the site of Olympic swimming events, part of the building has been turned into the Fun Water Cube water park. Okay, at 6 is the Summer Palace. Located an easy 30-minute journey by car, bus, or taxi from the center of Beijing, the city Summer Palace is a must visit. Dating back to the 12th century and more than 700 acres in size, it is a picture-perfect setting which certainly benefits its royal status. Boasting a large 700-year-old man-made lake and beautiful gardens, often included on organized tours. Top things to see here are the Western-style marble ship, the Hall of Well-being and Longevity, with its elaborate throne and the beautiful courtyard adjoining the Hall of Happiness and Longevity. So you will also want to see the impressive 19th century Great Theatre, where you can catch performances of traditional Chinese plays and music. At 5 is the Temple of Heaven. The Temple of Heaven dates back to 1420 and incorporates a group of some Beijing's most sacred buildings. Surrounded by lush vegetation, these lovely old temples and shrines are set out in two sections, one rectangular, the other semicircular, which together symbolize heaven and earth. It was here that on the day of the winter solstice, the emperor would ascend the heavenly altar in solemn ceremony to pray for the good harvest and offer sacrifices in the brightly decorated hall of prayer for good harvest. At 4, it's Beihai Park. Just a short distance from the Imperial Palace, Beihai Park is one of the oldest surviving imperial gardens in Beijing. Laid out at the beginning of the 10th century, this beautiful open space takes its name from nearby Lake Beihai and offers many good reasons to visit. Dating from the Yuan period of 1271 to 1368 and the spectacular Hall of Enlightenment, built in 1690, the hall is home of the 1.5-meter tall Buddha, carved from a single block of white jade, and a large black jade vase from the early 12th century. Also tried to include the beautiful 17th century white pagoda. And now at 3, it's Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen Square is the world's largest inner city square, designed to hold 1 million people. It was built to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Chinese Republic in 1958. Highlights of the visit include the monument to the people's heroes and the splendid Tiananmen Gate, known as the Gate of Heavenly Peace. It was completed in 1417 and was once the main entrance to the imperial city. At 2 is the Great Wall of China. Beijing is only an hour away from what is undoubtedly one of the country's most famous historic structure. The first part of the wall to be opened to tourists in the 1950s, you can enjoy a walk along an impressive section of the Great Wall dating from the 16th century and standing up to 8 meters high. Along the way, you'll be able to enjoy numerous towers and parapets offering superb views over the surrounding dramatic scenery. And finally, at number 1, the Palace Museum and the Forbidden City. The Imperial Palace, also known as the Forbidden City, is China's most significant attractions and can trace its origins back to the Yuan dynasty of the 13th century. Its immense size is the result of enlargements made during the Ming Dynasty between 1406 and 1420, after the capital was transferred here from Nanjing. Although this beautiful palace has been home for 24 Ming and Qing emperors, earning its nickname of the Forbidden City due to the fact ordinary citizens weren't allowed to access. The complex covers 720,000 square meters, all of it surrounded by 10 meters high wall with towers in the four corners and a 50-meter wide moat. It's divided into an area used for ceremonial and administrative purposes, as well as the private quarters once used by the emperor and his concubines. Highlights include the Meridian Gate, built in 1420, the impressive 35 meters high Hall of Supreme Harmony is notable as the country's largest surviving wooden building and for its splendidly decorated gilded imperial throne. And there you have it, the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Beijing. Do you like what I recommended? Do let me know. Thank you.